Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all know what the hell going on, man. It's your boy, Mr. OK Izzy in the building, man. We back at y'all with another one. And y'all know who the fuck it is next to me, man. I don't even want to say it. Good bread. Do what you do, man. Let them know what the fuck going on, man.
Y'all already know, man. Salute, squad. Y'all hit that like button. Keep in mind, that's how you pay your class tuition. We don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, feelings, religions, or emotions. We cater to the truth. We cater to common sense. And we not going to complicate that.
100%, 100%, 100%, man. And y'all know, if y'all don't know how to read, let me read this out for y'all. And let me put the thumbnail in front of y'all face as well. Are women driving good men away? That's a question that's definitely asked in the red pill, MGTOW, manosphere, et cetera, whatever you want to call it. That's a huge question that's really asked inside of that community. You understand what I'm saying? Um, and a lot of men ask themselves, I'm a good man. Why the hell do I get treated this way? Why do I get treated that way? How come whenever I'm ready to do what I'm doing, all of a sudden the ball is not, in my court? The ball has always been in the other court, but in my court, it's not in my court. So I want to go away from that. Right. So these are the questions that's always asked, guys. And as you can see next to it, it says men need to go MGTOW, which is to say that men need to go their own way. That being said, I got Big Bro on the motherfucking building or in the motherfucking building, and I want to ask you this, Mr. Goodbread. Um, Number one, are women driving good men away?
Um, Shit, women have drove good men away. The really good men, they're already hip to the game. So women, to answer that, women have drove good men away already. They're
Okay,
left to play with the guys that they are creating, that their hell of a mother's friend gave birth to. That's who they're left to play with,
okay,
play the
that
mind
makes
games with.
sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so with that being said, since a lot of men, say that that's the case. That's the narrative that women are driving them away. And what we get, Mr. Goodbread, is who hurt you? How come y'all always talking down on black women? Your mama black, et cetera, et cetera. I can go on and on. You know what I'm saying? Why do we get met with these responses when all we're simply saying is you the one that drove us the other way? We want to deal with you. We love you and we try our best to give you our fullest, but you're the one making us go the other way. Why do we get met with these shaming tactics, Mr. Goodbread?
Because they don't know no better. So when a female is faced with something that she wasn't taught, she haven't researched something her mother didn't tell her, then she's gonna always feel offended. She's gonna be negative and she's gonna reject the truth. She's gonna reject it. And that's their kryptonite. Anything that their mother wasn't able to teach them because they're not aware that their mother learned on the fly. Your mother did not read no super mom book to teach her how to become a super mom. So she learned information on the fly and she
Okay.
taught information on the fly. So that's secondhand information. That's information that the moms learned from another dummy who was learning information on the fly as well. So, you know what I mean? It's a cycle. It's a cycle of misinformed people in our society. And the sad thing is our society forces man to wake the fuck up. It forces us. It holds us accountable. You know what I mean? We have no privilege. Our only privilege is to not do something. So that negates the
Uh huh.
fact of it being a privilege. You know what I mean? All the while, it's telling them that they can be victims. You know what I mean? So they got comfortable with that. So they just take the victim route.
Okay. Okay. And I want to kind of segue something or piggyback, extract what you just said. You said that our only privilege or our only I guess choice is to not do anything. Um, Tie that into MGTOW. What did you mean by that, Mr. Goodbread, when you say our only choice is not to really do anything and just to? I want you to break that down.
Right. Listen, if me if me and girl A lay down and have a child, right? Society gonna say, "Oh, you should have wrapped up. You shoulda." And even with the you shoulda, I'm still held accountable. I am forced to pay for that child, to
E-
provide for that
Even
child.
with you shoulda, even with the you shoulda, that goes into that um, that woman privilege shit. Even after you've already took the repercussions that you needed to take, Mr. Goodbread,
Right,
you still got shit that you got to deal with on the back end.
right. And then I mean, it's all types of things, man. Like, or you seen the Amber Heard case? It showed a lot of double standards in what's going on in today's dating relationships. It showed a lot of double standards and how the people form an opinion and how a lot of the herd mindset, a lot of the people running around here with a herd mindset off of false information, secondhand information, what they heard, what they heard. Remember, if
Right,
you don't experience it, it's secondhand information because it's not a fact, it's feeling.
right. That's 100% fact. So, um, that being said, guys, I kind of wanted to extract a little bit before we get into what Mr. OKL. I got videos and I got proof for the truth. All right. We don't sit there and just talk to you and give you that, that fairy tale sensation in your ear. We actually give you real concrete evidence. I'm glad I got Mr. Goodbread on the damn panel because we finna get into some Bible verses. And what I want to do is I want to read them, and I need Mr. Goodbread if you would do the due diligence because you are in the dean's office, and y'all rarely get to see the principal, the teacher, the leader of the school. Y'all rarely get to see him in the dean's office. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna give y'all a whammy. Goodbread, I'm gonna read these verses out. Go ahead and break it down for him. All right.
Let's
So
get it.
we starting with these two, right?
We're gonna start with these two, man. We're gonna do it how we do it at the school, back at the school. We
Let's
in the
do it.
office.
No, we still in the school. We just in the dean's office at this
We in the
point.
office, right? We in the dean office. We're gonna do it like how we do it back at class.
Right. All right. So First Timothy chapter 2, verses 12. Verse 12. I do not permit a woman to teach or to exercise authority over a man. Rather, she is to remain silent or remain quiet.
All right. Now, clearly, the first part of that is I do not permit a woman to teach. I mean, he didn't say words like I don't want, I don't. He just say permit. Like he don't give permission to it. And I mean, now they gonna do it, let them do it. But he don't give permission to it. So if he don't give permission to it, then it
Uh-huh.
ain't holy, guys. It ain't what's up. It's not what's up. Or exercise authority over a man. These women come from our rib. Well, some of them come from the same material that we come from, and those are the ones we shouldn't be messing with. The
Right.
ones that the ones that ran off and divested, we should leave those ones alone. But the
Right.
ones that come from our rib, they come from our rib, they come from our side for a person, for a purpose. Cause they're supposed to be a helpmeet. They're supposed to be right there by our side. They're not supposed to be ruling over us. We're not supposed to be stepping on them. It's supposed to be by the side. You know what I mean?
That's facts. 100% facts.
Exercise authority over a man. Rather, she is to remain quiet, guys. You know how much learning you can learn. There's no knock to ladies. Like, ladies get offended when they hear this verse, but this is actually a secret to unlock your superpower. And men can use
Mm,
this same formula right here because we know what make OKL so unique. Cause OKL not the aggressive, loud alpha male like I am. He the sigma male. He sit back and he absorb the environment and he just soak it up. He let you talk. He let you talk, and then he come at you with what he need to come at you with. You know what I mean? And that quiet. That's what God mean by remain quiet. Cause you can learn in silence. Like it's crazy, but
that's a
they don't
fact.
get it.
No, you called it 100% out. And hey, y'all, don't be trying to take notes and take my secrets, all right? Y'all still getting body bag. Y'all still getting cooked over here. But what he's saying is 100% correct. I don't want ladies to come on here and because they getting the lessons from First Timothy chapter 2 and 12 and they feeling like it's a misogynistic teaching. No, it ain't got nothing to do with that. We just understand logic. Like Mr. Goodbread said, we can still apply that to a male's nature in certain aspects. But that's a deeper conversation. We won't even need to get too deep into that one. Let's get to the second verse real quick. Galatians chapter 3, verse 28. There is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither slave nor free. There is no male and female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus.
Mm. Now this one is a good one. This one of my favorite ones right here, cause this gets rid of all of that color crayons game shit. All right, so let me read it. Let me read it. Um, there is neither black nor white. There is neither slave nor free. There is neither male There is no male and female, for you are all one in Christ. All right, guys, you know what that means. Let's remove the gray area, guys. We all come from him. We all under his umbrella. Those that choose to be under his umbrella, those that don't choose to be under his umbrella, he could care less about what you think, what you call yourself, any your way. But those that's under his umbrella, if you know, you know. You know what I mean? And that's all I mean right there, guys. But all
Yeah,
this crayons, colors games that you get distracted with and you
exactly.
play is stupid and it's
Yeah,
foolishness and it's nonsense.
exactly. I like how, and I like how you like. I love that analogy that you bring, good Brett, when you be talking about stop playing with the colors and the crayons, the crayon games people play, and they don't get it. Break it down for us real quick, because again, this what this verse say. There is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither slave nor free. There is no male and female. What I take out of that is this, man. Stop complaining that you got to work to a 9 to 5. Stop complaining about black supremacy or white supremacy. Stop, stop
Stop
making,
looking over your shoulder at
you
the
know what I'm
next
saying?
person, whether it's the next race or the next female. Stop worrying about what the female get. Female, stop worrying about the men privileges because we have no privilege. You
Right.
want this work? Come get this work if you want
Okay.
it.
And that's what I look at it like. So I love that analogy that you segue when you say fuck the crayon games, because in that crayon box you dealing with all types of different colors, all type of different elements. Fuck all that, man.
Right. It's like the crayons in the box is us and the different races, but the crayon box belong to God anyway. So it really
Exactly.
doesn't matter. And we gotta understand that's the biggest money making slavery system that it is. It's a mental slavery for black people and white people to keep us separated and going at each other neck. Look
Hmm.
how the women, right? When black man and black and white man go at each other, we let the women slide right on under and fuck everything up. You
That's a
see,
fact.
sometimes I think that they created the crayon game. I know the woman, which salute to dirty folks. He say that they fight promoters. I know that they created this colors game and pushed it to the max.
Hmm.
Them bitches created this colors game because look at it. Once we start getting distracted with this color game, they slip right under our nose and treat us how they treat us anyway. It's like sometimes I think they play the colors games to keep us from building with our white brothers and taking it to the top. They jealous of men, period. So sometimes they sit there and use the white man to make us jealous,
Hmm.
but when they want to shit on the white man, they shit on the white man too. So it's like that's why I don't play with the color. That's why I mean by crayon games and colored games. Like this racism shit, that shit is crazy. People is evil. It's black. It's evil. It's good versus evil, and that's it. You have evil white people, right? Who feel and think and they're ignorant. And I mean, that's all racism is to me. Racism is an ignorant dummy. It's a dummy. So you got white dummies, you got black dummies. That's why I say dummies. Like, who taught these niggas how to be dumb? They hell of a mother.
Right.
Your hell of a mother taught you how to be a racist. Because who taught her? The church taught her how to be a racist with this Esau and Jacob bullshit.
Hmm.
Got the black people feeling like they Jacob and the
Yes,
white
sir.
people is Esau. When no, you're wrong, you big dummy. Esau is the bad behavior. The people that choose to be chosen, that he chose, that are the chosen ones that still do bad behavior. Because Esau is still under the cloth. He's still covered under the cloth. He's still covered under the covenant that winds all the way back to me, Abraham, the father. You know what I mean? So it's not like he didn't. You know what I mean? Come on, man. These people they fall for anything because they don't stand for nothing.
That's a fact. That's a 100% fact. Great segue into what the hell that verse actually really means. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even got nothing to say about it. And before we even move to the next verse, first of all, shout out to Tamika Washington in the motherfucking building. Shout out to Broski Brose Show in the goddamn building. Shout out to XL Pro, the dean of the dean's office. Y'all make sure y'all sign, stitch, and print that, because he is the dean of the dean's office. And you already know the art of will is in the freaking building, man. One of the newcomers to the page, but he's becoming very prominent. and me and him got some things to talk about. Not just me and him, but a lot of other people as well. Let me go back to Chris's comment. He says, Proverbs 26, verse 6, a man is reduced to a loaf of bread by a whorish woman.
That's a whole fact. And and he also said you only give them crumbs. You only give them crumbs. You know what I mean? You only give them crumbs. But that's why a man is only reduced to a loaf of bread, because he knew that guys out here wouldn't be giving women, these trash women, crumbs. They'd be giving the whole loaf to these women. And that's why that's a great verse.
It's a
That's a
fact.
great verse.
It's a fact. No, good verse, Chris. Good verse, Chris. Let's move on to the next one, though. Let's move on to the next verse before we get into the video. Romans chapter 12, verses 1 through 2. I appeal to you, therefore, brothers, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual worship. Do not be conformed to this world, but to be transformed by the renewal of your mind,
Mm.
that by testing you, by testing, you may discern what is the will of God, what is the good and acceptable, what is good, acceptable, and perfect.
Yo, now, okay, I hit him with your favorite, and I had to hit him with my favorite. This my favorite. This is the official tissue MGTOW philosophy verse right here. Now, I mean, this is the official tissue passport brothers verse right here. If they didn't know this, you know what I mean? Let's do this how we do this in the classroom, man. Let's
Let
hit
me,
me one more
I'm
time,
gonna
man.
get,
Slow
that's
it
a
down for
fact.
me.
That's
Slow
a
it down
fact.
for me. Let's do
Let's slow
this.
it down, guys. Romans chapter 12, verse 1 through 2. I appeal to you, therefore, brothers, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice.
He said to present our money.
No,
Nah, he ain't say our
you
money,
say
right?
that.
He said our girls, our cars.
I'm gonna read it one more time in case
Go
they
ahead,
don't understand it. I
just in
appeal to
case.
you, therefore, brothers, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies
Our
as a.
bodies, our temple, our body, us. That's why we say put yourself first. Be on your purpose. Do for self. Us, our body. Take
Right.
care of your body. Go to the gym. Know what I mean? Eat right. Sleep right. Our bodies. That's important to them. Go ahead, okay?
Wrap up, strap up, ain't it?
Don't play with your body.
Mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice.
As a
Oh,
living sacrifice, like what we always talk about over here. We talk about it being a sacrifice, right? Everything is a sacrifice. Remember, I told you guys you have two type of men in this world. Get rid of the colors game and go break it down to the core. There's two types of men in this world. There are men that are not going to sacrifice. They're going to be mingy, and when I say mingy, that means grimy. That's Pookie-ish. Pookie energy. They're gonna be mingy and they're not gonna sacrifice. They're gonna be Cain, guys. Cain and Abel story. Remember that's the story that tells us the two type of brothers that we're gonna have in this world. You
right.
got your sacrifices, which is Abel, and God gonna bless him. The fire gonna roar. And then you have you have these motherfuckers that's not gonna sacrifice shit and they ain't gonna get shit, but they'll fuck around and kill you cause you sacrificed. You see how
Right.
that work? Why you think you got the Pookies mad at the passport bros? You got all this fighting. You always got this fighting. It's always a divide in the room. It's always a divide in the room amongst the brothers, yo. Know what I
100.
mean?
100. What Arthur would say, Menji, or Menji.
Right. All of them,
Wordplay.
all three of them, man. They all three of them. And salute to the art of Will, man. Word, man. I appreciate your support, man. You already know, guys. But we gonna cook. Let's get back to this. But word, bro, sacrifice. It's all about the sacrifice. People don't want to sacrifice their old character, their old ego for the new one, and that's what's holding them back.
It's a fact. It's a fact. 100% great spill. Let's continue. Holy and acceptable to God. Well, let's come kind of further back. to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual worship.
All right. And also, guys, don't sleep. The bodies could be interpreted as your body of work that you have sacrificed. Your body of work. What have you done
Nice.
for somebody else? What have you done for the people? Go ahead, bro.
No, nice segue. Nice segue. Holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual work or worship. Do not be conformed to this world.
He said what? He said, don't be what?
He said, do not be conformed to this world.
So then that means don't do what everybody else is doing. Right? Okay? Am I bugging?
You're not bugging. You uncomplicating all the common sense, or the you uncomplicating shit for the people so they can understand the common sense. Rather.
Because the ways of this world is wicked right now, right? People selling coochie, they getting over on the people, they spreading lies, they lying on God, they manipulating folks. That's what the people is doing, right? That's what the world is doing.
That's a fact. So that's why it says, do not be conformed to this world, but to be transformed by the renewal of your mind.
Oh, so change the laws of your mind. So when we tell niggas who taught you how to be stupid, and then we go into explaining that your hell of a mother is your oppressor, and she taught you how to be stupid accidentally because somebody taught her how to be stupid, and it goes on and on and on. They shouldn't feel no way, right? They shouldn't fight it and try to prove that we're wrong and we don't know what we're talking about, or they're smarter than us because they talk better and they don't say yo and know what I mean. And okay,
You
I
said
thought
it.
I was bugging.
You saying it. You're not bugging. You spot on. I couldn't said it better than you did just now. But to be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you, by testing, you may discern what is the will of God. I'm gonna say that again.
Go the
But
other way.
but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may be discerned, or you may discern what is the will of God. Did y'all catch that? So what Mr. Goodbread just said was, when you renew your mind, when you change the laws of your mind, now you testing what God really want out of you. Now you got a mind state that actually can reciprocate with God. Because when you're not renewed in your mind, you can't reciprocate energies with God. You don't know what God wants. You run
Right.
around confused.
And you're gonna be thriving off that old shit.
Come on, bro.
You're gonna be going off that old ego. Remember, we just talked about sacrificing the old ego, but you
Yes.
don't believe because you want to cling to the old ego and run with the herd mindset with the people that, oh, the Bible this, the Bible that, the Bible this, the Bible fake. So you got the herd mindset, you got the old ego, you don't want to sacrifice, you're throwing cheap shit in the fire, so you want to be Cain. And it is no purpose for Cain. It is no win for Cain. It is no victory for Cain. We can't help you. Your brothers can't help you. It's nothing for you. Change the
Nothing.
laws of your mind.
I'm gonna read it one more time. And by the way, the word discerns. You know what? Let's go into what is. Let me go to the Google definition of discern,
Let's
because a
go,
lot of people
okay?
ain't gonna understand that.
Let's
They're gonna
go.
look at it like, okay, Mr. Goodbread and okay, what they talking about,
It's
man?
the truth with
What,
proof. It's
what
the
they
truth
talking
with
about?
proof. It's the
Okay,
truth with proof. And
we
we
gonna
just
go
so
into it.
mellow right now. We ain't disrespecting nobody. And this is for the females. Y'all don't never say nothing to the men. Y'all always go to the verses that talk about the women. No, see?
No,
No. We call it down the middle. Go ahead, okay? Let's get it. Let's get it.
the word discern means to perceive or recognize, in parentheses, something, distinguish with difficulty by sight or with the other senses. So basically, to discern something, you have to have a wise mind state. You got to have a trained mind. You can't come with an ignorant, foolish mind to discern something, which is why you see so many people today that can't, quote, discern anything. They don't perceive shit. They don't recognize shit. They don't distinguish between the right decisions they need to make.
Yo, and it's crazy is this is why they hate us, because they can't play with us. We can discern the real from the fake because we in our truth. We connected with our Holy Spirit.
I'm gonna go back. I'm going right
Let's
back
go.
over.
This it's easy.
I'm
Like
gonna read
it's
it back for
easy when
y'all.
you're telling the truth. It's fun and it's easy when you're telling the truth. When all you doing is telling you the truth.
That's a fact. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern. We read the definition. You may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect.
Facts, guys. And you're not gonna be able to do that going the way of the world. You gotta go the other way. And that's where MGTOW philosophies come in. And that's why we tell y'all to go the other way, guys.
100%. Now, last but not least, we finna go into this Revelation verse. Before we get into the main event, like Mr. Goodbread always says, we finna break down a video live in effect. But let me read this out so we can break this down for the people. Let me read this out, man. Shout out to the motherfucking chat. If y'all haven't done so already, man, hit that like button, subscription button, notification bell, etc., etc. That's how you help with the algorithm. That's how you pay your school tuition. That's how you do what you need to do to support your boy, Mr. OKL. Okay. And last but not least, Mr. Goodbread, let me read this out for you. If you would please do the honors in breaking it down once I read it.
Let's get it.
Revelations chapter 17, verses 1 through 18.
Let's section this one, brother.
Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna segue it. You the one that's gonna drive. You driving the car. I'm in the passenger seat.
Let's get it,
All right.
bro.
All right. So then one of the seven angels who had the seven bowls came and said to me, "Come, I will show you the judgment of the great prostitute who is seated on many waters."
And now we talking about Jezebel. We talking about what's gonna come for the women that wanna embrace this Jezebel spirit, this woman empowerment girls. We talking about them, the woman empowerment girls, the whole phase girls, the Jezebel spirit. Let's get it.
Okay. Okay. With whom the kings of the earth have committed sexual immorality
And you
and
see,
Mhm.
he said, with whom the kings on this earth. So not just regular niggas. No, this is why these high value targets gotta be careful. You gotta be careful because you guys got the money. You guys are crowned the kings of this earth. But even you sleep with prostitutes. You know what I mean? Y'all go overseas. I hope y'all going overseas with plans on becoming the man in finances, everything, family, not just to flirt and fuck with prostitutes and get the Jezebel spirit all on your back. You know what I mean? Know what you doing. Know why you want to go. You know what I mean? For that,
100.
you might as well stay here and get the Jezebel spirit in at least your home in your hometown, and you get the Jezebel spirit on your back. Don't go all the way across seas to get the Jezebel spirit on your back, guys.
Let's continue. With whom the kings of the earth have committed sexual immorality, and with the wine of whose sexual immorality the dwellers on earth have become drunk.
Yep. And you get so drunk. Remember, I told you, even in the Bible, his reference to love and falling in love is it's not good. You can love a female just like you can drink. Remember, he made the wine from water. So you can drink, but when you get drunk, when you fall in love, that's toxic. And that becomes dangerous to yourself and to other people. When you're drunk, you dangerous. You're a dangerous motherfucker to yourself and other people. And when you're in love, you definitely you're dangerous to yourself. You don't have no control over your emotions. And you dangerous to other people. Somebody break your heart, you're fucking around and hurt and off them, delete. I mean, you don't know until you face that circumstance. But I'm telling you guys, there's always answers. You just gotta read. Continue to educate yourself. Educate yourself. Never stop learning, guys. Never stop learning, yo.
That's a fact.
Plus, make sure you subscribe to all three of our channels. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button over here. Make sure you get to the Mr. Good Bread show. And
Mhm.
then make sure you get to the Brutally Honest Good Bread. You know what I mean? All three channels, all official, all truth with proof. Y'all know what time it is. Righteous Fear Undefeated.
For sure, for sure. 100,000 and no. Let's continue. Um, all right. So, and he carried, let me kind of scoot back. And with the wine of whose sexual immorality, the dwellers on earth have become drunk. And he carried me away in the spirit into a wilderness, and I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast that was full of blasphemous names, and it had 7 heads and 10 horns. The
Look.
woman was, go ahead.
And you know they wear so many hats. They wear so many hats. These modern women, they put on so many hats, and God ain't asked them to put none of those hats on, none of those heads on. You know what I mean? But the mirror that they keep staring into is telling them to be something that they not, something that God did not create.
Facts. The woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet, and adorned with gold and jewels and pearls, holding in her hand a golden cup full of ambitions and the impurities of her sexual immorality. I think
Look
I'm
at
gonna read
this.
that one more time. I'm gonna,
Go ahead. Okay, when you know you could break, you know how you do. Okay, like
I'm
this.
gonna read
This
that
is
one
easy.
one
Like
more time,
this
man.
is clear. Like this is one of the verses that I know they don't read in them churches. I
They
know they
don't.
ain't read. They ain't read this earlier this morning. They ain't read this in them sermons and them. They done spent all their money. They done gave all their money away,
Mhm.
and they ain't get this type of knowledge, this type of wisdom, this type of freedom of the mind.
Let
Of
me
the
read
mind.
that.
Fuck out of here.
I'm gonna
You
read
better
that.
stay out them churches. Y'all better stay out them churches. You can read this shit for yourself, or you can come on over here. So we gotta make a we gotta get better though. We gotta try to do this every
We gonna
Sunday
we
early
gonna
though.
we gonna
Okay,
you know
we
what time it
gotta
is. We
because
gonna we gonna talk.
the
We gonna
people
make
need
sure
the
we do
real. The people need the truth. The people need the real so that they can
facts.
stop fronting on the real God and stop waiting on Sky Zaddy because Sky Zaddy not coming. Sky Zaddy
Nope.
not real, y'all. Sky Zaddy not real, but it's a God. It's a real God. Y'all just gotta read. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let me read that back though. The woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet, and adorned with gold and jewels and pearls.
And hold on, right? You know it's crazy because it's a lot. I know a lot of Jamaican women, a lot of on West Indian women. They love that color purple. And
Mm-hmm.
remember New Orleans where they have all that voodoo history, and they
Talk your
love purple
shit,
out
boy.
there. They love that in NO, and the NO and the big no. That's why it's the big no. No, don't go there. Jezebel spirit jump on your back. They talk about Vegas, but Vegas ain't got shit on New Orleans. Be Jezebel spirit to jump on your back.
No, for sure. Listen, good bro. We got a Jezebel spirit breakdown coming soon. I ain't gonna spoil it. I'm gonna talk to you behind the scenes about that. I'm
All
gonna
right.
talk to you. Let's go back. The woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet, and adorned with gold and jewels and pearls, holding in her hand a golden cup full of ambitions, holding
Right.
holding in
They
her hand a golden cup full of ambitions. Go ahead, good bread.
only a cup. It's gonna be a cup full, and they're gonna hold. It's gonna spill. It's gonna drop. I mean, because
Mm-hmm.
all it is gonna be is ambition. Because until they get right with God, until they stop running from God, because remember these modern women are Lilith. Lilith, she called God name out in vain and ran. She divested. You know what I mean? Just like these women, these so-called BWs, that these DW divesting women, or the, you know what I mean? The same shit. She divested, bro. She got out of there. She ain't come back to the garden until she saw was made and
And,
saw that happy old thing. And we
and
all
look,
know how that worked.
and it ain't even done yet, good bread. It ain't even done yet. Holding in her hand a golden cup full of ambitions and the impurities of her sexual immorality.
Yeah, they got a big body count. They got huge body count. These bitches running around here with 300, 400 body counts to our 50,
Fans
if that.
only.
Man, they got body counts crazy, boy, galore. The internet is undefeated.
And check it out. Check it out. And on her forehead was written a name of mystery.
We don't know who these bitches is. You don't know who these bitches is. That go back to the
Mm.
verse you just read about being discerned, having to discern, because you don't know what the fuck. You got to, you got to watch. You got to vet. You can't just go out there being thirsty, thinking with your second head. You got to think with your head. Remember, that's the whole process of changing the laws of your mind, renewing your mind. Like, let's cook. Let's cook tonight, bro. Let's get it.
That's cooked. We ain't talking. We ain't playing around with y'all today. And on her forehead was written a name of mystery: Babylon the Great, mother of prostitutes and of earth's abominations.
Mm, mm.
I'm gonna read that one more time. And on her forehead was written a name of mystery, right? Like Good Bread said, the name of mystery. So that means even to this day, the same way you confuse that why these bitches acting the way they acting is because on their forehead is written the name of mystery. Babylon the Great, mother of prostitutes, the mother of prostitutes,
Mm-hmm.
mother of prostitutes.
You hear it? Yeah. And then he said the father.
Nope, he didn't say that.
He said the auntie,
No,
the
nah.
grandma.
Mm-mm.
The hell of a mother. That's what he said. The hell of a mother. That's what he said. Shit, we talk about. Unbelievable. Can't make this shit
and
up.
and of earth's abominations. So what you ladies doing when y'all go out here promoting this promiscuity and making it seem like because it's normal in quote society today, you should be able to do what you want. Nah, man, you're an abomination. So when a man finds discrepancies in that, then you should look at him like he thinking like God. He may be discerning and he may be thinking the correct way. Stop looking at men like they are controlling, quote unquote, because they want you to move the right way. Because you are, in fact, perpetuating earth's abominations. I didn't say it. Just read Revelation 17, verses 1 through 18, and you're going to understand what I'm saying and what Mr. Goodbread just broke down for the last 10 minutes.
Yes, sir.
You're, man, let's get to it, man.
Let's get to it, man. That
Let's
was
get to
fun, bro. Like it's fun.
it.
Let's get it,
Let's
man.
get to it, man. We finna get to the videos, man. We finna get to the videos. Okay.
Yeah. Give me a sec. Okay, let me go run and get a cup of water and shit, man.
No
I'll be
man,
right back, y'all.
don't do that, man. While he do that, man, let me run through the comments real quick, man. Shout out to the fucking people. Art of Wood says, "Woe to the wicked! Disaster is upon them. They will be paid back for what their hands have done." Isaiah verses 3. I'm sorry, chapter 3, verse 11. IRTSTV, I refuse to shoot, said I'm gonna be home in a few. Let me know when you come back, my brother. Art of Wood also says, got word that Kings and Dreams will be simulcasting on both YouTube and Rumble at the same time starting next week. You both got to make that same move. Hey man, Art of Will, believe me, believe me, believe me. We gonna do what we need to do. I am off today, and you will be hearing from me. Hopefully, we can communicate outside of social media. He also says, discern means to figure out who is real and who is moving sus. I would agree with that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know who the fuck moving real and you don't know who moving sus, then you just out here moving lollygagging. You playing around. You gotta know who's real and who's fake. And just because you know somebody's real doesn't necessarily mean that you have to just fuck with everybody. You got to be able to discern not only between other people but yourself as well. What do you want? What's best for you, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? Tamika
Fact.
Washington, she is in the building. You know, one of the queens of the righteous field, man. Shout out to you. She says this is great content. We appreciate you for that. I got goosebumps. Professor in the building. One of the big bros. We got the white bread in the building. We're getting it. Here we are. Say less, say less, say less. Hey, good bread. Let's get into this content, man. Let's get into it.
Let's
I'm
do
glad
it.
I got you here because you know me, man. I always try to communicate with the folks and you know see where their minds are at. And part of why I do that is because psychologically I want to bring it to the people. That being said, let's get into this, man. Let's get into this. This gonna be see, yesterday I had got two copyrights on my motherfucking lives talking about I use someone else's content. So today I felt like, you know what? Why not grab my own content and why not give the people something lit to look at? So let's do it, man.
Facts, because you always got the best motherfucking interviews. I
Why
told you
not?
that, boy. Like, you got the most entertaining one on ones ever. And it be guys, women. Where the fuck do you find these people at, bro?
Believe me, I'm gonna keep it coming. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about it. Shout out to CMTV, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. We got educated over entertainment in the building as well. Okay. Oh yeah, well, he protected, man. He protected. Ain't nobody play with Big Bro.
Yeah,
Not
I
over here.
appreciate you, education over entertainment, man. Oh, you know I love that name. I be jacking your name, bro.
Education over entertainment. All right, let's get it in. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. You know what? I'm gonna turn the music off for this one, man. This is what we gonna do right here. And you know what it is, Mr. Goodbread. Pause. Let me know when to pause it and everything like that.
Gotcha.
So, all right. So, all right. I My name is Mr. OKL. I run a podcast called Okay, Let's Talk TV, and we talk to
Okay.
men all the time that go through these situations. You sound like somebody who's on your purpose. You don't sound like somebody who is a bum or anything like that.
Now, mind you guys, just to give y'all a quick synopsis, me and him already chopped it up behind the scenes. I don't set people up, all right, guys. I talk to him. I try to vet him real quick, especially because of fair use. I don't want to just put any random people on it all the time. So I spoke to him already. Me and him chopped it up. He seems like a dude that got his shit together. He got his own business. He's doing what he needs to do. So I already got permission to get him on. Let's get it in.
Why are you going through the situation you're going through where you gotta fight just to take care of your son? Like what? Like
Well,
what?
because I hurt her
What? Yeah.
feelings. She's a cancer and I hurt her feelings. During the relationship, every time we'd split up, I'd go sleep with another woman, I'd move on. She'd want me back, we get back together. So ever since then, anytime I do something, she tries to destroy me, which is weird because she goes to church, everything like that. She's a good woman, she's a good mother, but everything she does is hateful
Okay,
to
hold
me.
on.
Everything. Like,
That's the thing. We talk about this all of the time at the class. We talk about the mental slavery. She have him as a mental slave right now because you can't say she's trying to kill me, tear me down, and then when the next sentence say that she's a good female, she's not good, bro. She's not
Listen, I
good. You know what I mean? And that's not being emotionally intelligent. You're thinking about the good times. So when you're speaking of the dumb shit she's doing, you're thinking about the good times. You gotta remove the good times. You know what I mean? Because there's far too few good times as it is bad times.
I like what you just said, but I ain't gonna spoil nothing. Let's keep going. Hey, good thought though, Mr. Goodbread. Good thought.
No doubt.
we get back together. So ever since then, anytime I do something, she tries to destroy me, which is weird.
So, all right. So, all right. I My name is Mr. OKL. I run a podcast called Okay, Let's Talk TV, and we talk to
Okay.
men all the time that go through these situations. You sound like somebody who's on your purpose. You don't sound like somebody who is a bum or anything like that. Why are you going through the situation you're going through where you gotta fight just to take care of your son? Like what? Like
Well,
what?
because I hurt her
What? Yeah.
feelings. She's a cancer and I hurt her feelings. During the relationship, every time we'd split up, I'd go sleep with another woman,
Okay.
I'd move on.
Boom.
She'd want me.
All right. There
Why
we
you
go.
why you think I ran it back for you, Goodbread? I'm glad you caught that. Go ahead, bro.
That's for modern woman programming. That's hell of a mother programming right there with the cancer. Listen, horoscopes is in the Bible, and we gonna touch on it. But God said, don't you dare bank your all on a horoscope. You know what I mean? Horoscopes is a great tool to unmask these little fuckers running around here. A lot of people don't like horoscopes and they scared. They scared of it. They misinterpret it as witchcraft. It's not actually witchcraft until you try to monetize it. You know what I mean? Once you try to monetize it, then yeah. You know what I mean? But as long as you ain't monetizing it, it's a great tool to unmask the people because the folks always want to put this mask on like they somebody they not. But them horoscopes is dead spot on. But people do change the laws of their mind, and God do change patterns and change. So you can't bank your all on them shits. So only women do that. You know what I mean? These women, they make that a multi-dollar business, the horoscopes and psychic readings, and you know what I mean? So men that take to liking that foolishness like that to where they start spending their money and living their life according to that. Now you got a woman thinking she act retarded because she's a cancer. No, she
Mhm.
act retarded because she see you as a beta male and you need to leave her or you need to cheat on her and let her know so that she could either pick that she want to stay with you or she just really want to do what she want to do. Period.
Hey man, I really want to say more, but
Is
it's
it
like
like
you catching it on already.
like I mean it's you know what I mean this is basic. This is basic level manipulation from a narcissistic woman who have a mother who she really
Hmm.
don't like, but that's the only person who taught her.
All right, so let's let it segue real quick because you about to give the whole secret in the beginning.
Yeah, I know. And can you let them know I didn't watch this shit, bro? This is what
He
I'm
did
saying. One
not.
plus one equal two, bro. One
He
plus
did
one
not.
equal two.
And
It's
you know,
easier.
okay, watched it because I'm in the interview,
Yeah,
so
but
I
I ain't watched
already
this
know
shit
what's
yet,
going on.
son. Like,
Let's segue, man. Let's segue real quick.
Relationship, every time we'd split up, I'd go sleep with another woman, I'd move on. She'd want me back.
Like,
Well,
what?
because I hurt her
Well, yeah.
feelings. She's a cancer and I hurt her feelings. During the relationship, every time we'd split up, I'd go sleep with another woman, I'd move on. She'd
see,
want me back, we'd get back together. So ever since then,
Hmm.
anytime I do something, she tries to destroy me, which is weird because she goes to church, everything like that. She's a good woman, she's a good mother, but everything she does is hateful towards me. Everything. Like if you're in my life, sometimes she'll
She's a
video
good
call me
woman.
hugging.
She's a good. Hold on. She's a, not the. I'm sorry to cut you off, but she's a good woman, good mother. But you have to fight to take care of your children. That's what a good mother
Yes.
does to their child.
Well, in a sense, she takes care of her kids unlike most mothers. She's not on her cell phone. She's always attentive to them. The only thing that makes her a bad mother
Okay.
is how she makes her son feel by taking him away from me.
he's still trying to give this
You
lady
heard
the
that?
benefit of the doubt. She manipulated him. He's
Right.
manipulated, and it's too manipulated. He's manipulated through society that tells men, "Oh, women are sweet, women are innocent, women are this," and it's not true. These bitches is
And no, right. And on top of that, women they get credit for crumbs. So it's like, look what he said. I'm gonna run it back. He basically said, "Oh, not all these women out here ain't really taking care of their children." So when you see an actual woman who's taking care of their children, being a good mom, I guess she gets cookies and trophy points for that because of the fact that we don't have as much. Let me run it back, guys. Let's run it back. We gotta understand what's going on here, man. This is raw content, bro. We gotta understand what's really going on here, bro.
yeah. This is
That's what a
sad
good
Yeah.
mother.
right here.
Right.
This is sad. And this is the average dude. This is the average man running around here. You know what I mean? Fake Drake. Look like Drake. He look like one of the wannabe Drake niggas, bro. He like one of the wannabe Drake niggas, bro. He shorty gonna okey doke. She see a lollipop, bro. She like my boyfriend
Hey,
look like Drake.
yo,
Whole
just chill.
lollipop.
Let it segue. Stop giving them the secret.
Look at this nigga, yo.
Man, good Red, you a fucking psychic, man.
But you have to fight to take care of your children. That's what a good mother
Yes.
does to their child.
Well, in a sense, she takes care of her kids unlike most mothers. She's not on her cell phone. She's always attentive to them. The only thing that makes her a bad mother
Okay.
is how she makes her son feel by taking him away from me.
And
He said the only thing bad about her is the fact that how she makes her son feel away about taking him away from the father.
But she's a good mother.
But she's a great mother, though. She's good, especially, and that's what I mean by that good bread. Where these people think, all right, boom, she get brownie points because today a good mother is null and void of a father. So the father don't got to be around. All the mother got to do is be compassionate, talk to the child, buy him some Jordans, whatever the case may be. Even though she might be alienating the father and getting child support from him, subtract that, she's just a great mother.
Yo, and these be the bitches on social media that get triggered the fastest, B. These be the slime ball bitches that get triggered the fastest. Oh, why you always calling bitches? Bitch, shut up. You is one.
Mm-hmm.
And these be the ones, B. These be the ones. This is why I'm relentless, bro. You're not gonna play with me, bro. You're not gonna play with me. Cause we know this is the norm. This is the norm. And this is a biological dad, yo.
Yes,
So yeah,
sir.
that's why I want to know. My question is for them niggas that want to sign up to be stepdads. Do you really want to be a stepdad when the biological dad go through this? Stupid is it? Who taught these niggas how to be stupid, yo?
No, listen to this though, good bro. Listen to the story, man. Let it segue.
Bad mother
okay.
is how she makes her son feel by taking him away from me.
And that's the thing though. Would you say, I'm not trying to shame anybody here, but does a good mother take away the child from the father? Does a good mother put a gap or a bridge in between the child and the father?
I know, but I can't discredit her as a good mother at the same point because
I'm gonna play that back. Did y'all catch that?
Gap or a bridge in between the child and the father? Take away, I'm not trying to shame anybody here, but does a good mother take away the child from the father? Does a good mother put a gap or a bridge in between the child and the father?
I know, but I can't discredit her as a good mother.
See, he gave me that modern woman response. I know, but I can't discredit. Like, what do you mean? I know. I asked you a damn question and you didn't answer it, which is to say that it's so normalized, Mr. Goodbread. It's so normalized. You feel me? The derogatory nature of these mothers, it's so normalized that beta males respond like this. I asked him specifically, does a good mother keep a good father, somebody who's trying to be inside the kid's life? Does a good mother do that? And he couldn't even answer the damn question. I know, but this and that. He couldn't even answer the damn question.
Does a good mother take away the child from the father? Does a good mother put a gap or a bridge in between the child and the father?
I know, but I can't discredit her as a good mother at the same point because she takes really good care of him. Like,
Look what you've done to my Baileys.
I wish I
I
had
may
it.
not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one.
He don't know a
Damn.
bitch when he see one though.
Damn, yo, he
You heard
don't.
me? He
He
don't.
don't. He blue pill. He blue pill. He's seeing through the fantasy, the Walt
That's a
Disney.
fact. And it's funny how the artist Will said this comment earlier. He says, "For every blue pillar who enters the righteous fear, they must pray these exact words for absolution. Forgive me, Father, for I have simped."
Right. That's a
Okay,
fact, though. That's a
okay.
fact. That's a
Forgive me.
fact.
It's in the Bible. We read it. We broke it down. Go back and look at it. Okay. Shout out to Mister Approach in the motherfucking building. Uh,
Salute, Mr. Approach.
saying,
Salute, bro.
yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir,
It's a content
yes, sir,
central, boy.
yes, sir, yes, sir. Let's get back to it.
I know, but I can't discredit her as a good mother at the same point because she takes really good care of him. Like,
Respect. I gotta respect you for that. I gotta respect you for that. What do you say is the main thing that caused this disconnect with you guys?
she wants me to be controlled. She don't want me to enjoy my life.
Okay.
She gives me the option either to be with her or this. So I left her. I wasn't going to deal with that. It's been almost 2 years. I just left my last relationship. I was at her house helping her because she had hurt herself. I was helping her take care of the baby. I cleaned up her whole house, etc. She tried making some moves on me. I turned her down. Like, I can't touch her anymore. Ever since we split up, my mother passed away. She was supposed to be at the funeral.
Hey, did y'all catch all that real quick?
Yeah, like yo,
Did y'all
when I
catch
cut
all
a
that?
chick off, I don't care. I don't care if her mother die, her father die. If I cut you off, yo, if you call me, I ain't gonna be mean to you, but I'm not going nowhere. You don't gotta come nowhere to me. Like you're not in my life. I cut you off. Like the sacrifice is the sacrifice. When you throw it in the fire, you can't go back in and get it. And why would you want the crumbs? And why would you want the burnt charge and shit? Like you feel me? Throw the shit in the fire and be done, fellas.
And you just gotta peep languages of these blue pillars. He said she gave me an option. So she's the one that gave him the ultimatum. Let's run it back, guys.
And that's
For me to
because
enjoy
they're
my life.
all programmed. Remember, it go back to the false teaching we talked about in the
Mhm.
beginning. They're all programmed by their hell of a mother of how to control niggas. That's all they want to do is control a man. You know what I mean? They teach them how to control a man. This
Right?
is why they can't deal with an alpha man. They can't deal with an alpha man because they can't control him. And whatever they can't control, they look at it as disrespect.
Right. And I even want to take it a step further. You know what I'm saying? People like himself are being driven away as well. Good men don't only come in the form of an alpha or a sigma or, a competent man. Good men come in the form of a beta. He might be competent. He might got the money, but he's also beta. So the question remains on the damn channel. Are women driving good men away? And we're looking at a
Absolutely.
living testimony of a good man. Good bread broke it down. He spilled the beans. A beta male who's being driven away by these women. Let's run it back a little piece, guys. Let's translate what this guy's saying here real quick.
What do you say is the main thing that caused this disconnect with you guys?
She wants me to be controlled.
She
See?
wants me to be controlled.
Right. So
If
now, and this is where a lot of guys
Mhm.
end up in poverty because you can be he probably had potential to be an alpha, but she gonna keep him beta. Modern women
Yep.
are designed to turn you into a beta too. Even when you get a real woman, she is still gonna do things to shit test you to try to turn you into a bitch. So, you know what I mean? And your job as an alpha male or a sigma male is to shoot it down. Like, no. And the more you shoot it down, is the more she's gonna attract to you guys. Little do you know. But
Mhm.
guys gotta get rid of the fear of losing the woman so that they can just start rejecting her and passing the shit test. When you fail the shit test, she know that all right, he let me slide. I can start ice skating. And once she ice skate, bro, it's over.
She wants me to be controlled. She don't want me to enjoy my life.
Okay.
She gives me the option either to be with her.
Again, he says she gives me the option to be with her.
Yeah.
I, what I don't understand why a woman is giving you options.
Her mother taught her to control dudes, and she knows she got a lollipop that she could control. So they're it's like they throw their fishing rod out there, try to catch something. When they can't catch nothing, they run back to who they know they can control. It's how they do it because they love to sleep with who they're comfortable with. You know what I mean? They'd rather sleep with somebody who they're comfortable with while they monkey brains. They do backward shit. They do dumb shit, bro. This is how they work. This is how they. It's just crazy, bro. He need to cut his losses. But again, once he invested, now he got a kid with her,
Yep, he already got a kid with her.
and that's what it be. And niggas be getting a kid with the chick. That's an investment. You don't love her now. Now you just love your investment. So now you feeling like, oh shit, I put a new engine in this old beat up ass car, so I gotta see my money's worth now. So now he just sticking around, fucking up his life, stagnating himself and his progress and his purpose because he invested into this baby, being thirsty, being blue pill.
And not only is he invested, but he's now he's inserted himself into a situation. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue.
She wants me to be controlled. She don't want me to enjoy my life.
Okay.
She gives me the option either to be with her or this. So I left her. I wasn't going to deal with that. It's been almost 2 years. I just left my last relationship. I was at her house helping her because she had hurt herself. I was helping her take care of the baby.
I was at her house helping her because she hurt herself. Don't try to slide that in. So you dealing with a psychotic bitch.
Bingo.
You dealing
Okay,
with
caught that.
you
Okay,
dealing with a
caught that.
psychotic bitch. But
Yeah,
I'm
a
not gonna say it
manipulative.
though. I'm gonna let them talk.
All right, a manipulative chick, but this is why they run the church. They run the church because they feel the Jezebel spirit and they feel the Lilith spirit on their back and crawling in their skin at night. You know what I mean? When they get off of social media, when ain't nobody hitting them up, that's when they feel it. So they run their ass to church thinking that you could. Oh, wait. Before they run to church, they do the shower and the bath shit. They try to wash the shit off of them, but you can't wash that evil shit off, bitch. You gonna get got. God looking for them Lilith bitches. I'm telling you. So then they run to the church and they think they can sit around there with the fake ass preachers and shit and get that feel good information like feel good is gonna help them. No, and he gonna get y'all bitches. I'm
Mm-mm,
telling you, guys, stay away from these bitches, yo. These Lilith and Jezebel bitches, because God looking for them, right? And this how it's gonna work. When he creep up on them, if you helping them, that's all he gonna see. He gonna see you with them, lamping in they shit or chilling with them, fucking with them, and he gonna think you helping them and he gonna spook you, poof, and you gonna be fucked up. This is how you be. You know how it is, dudes. Like you get with a chick, you think you got the girl of your dreams. 2 weeks later, you looking in the mirror like, damn, son, I ain't buy myself a shirt, a hat. I ain't my sneakers is leaning. Yeah, that's the Jezebel spirit taking over you. It's no longer about you now. It's no longer you put yourself first. It's no longer you're not in your Holy Spirit anymore.
mm-mm.
Jezebel came and took you. That's
Yes,
how that
sir.
shit works.
Yes, sir. Look at the scriptures that we read in the beginning of the video.
He took right
Play
now
it back.
too. He tooken right now. You get this is a man that's tooken. He is tooken. This how a man look. This is how you look when you're embraced in that Jezebel spirit. When you tongue out, dogging it, chasing these bitches. This is
Mm-hmm.
how you look. It's a fact. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I can't
no
deny it,
gray
man. Like
area.
that's
It is no
exactly
gray area.
like
And women, y'all can eat your popcorn on this one because, you know what I mean? We it's no gray area, yo. We call out bad behavior.
right,
This is
ladies.
bad behavior.
Don't think OK or Mr. Goodbread or anybody in this righteous sphere don't look at bad behavior in all genders. We look at bad behavior in all genders, not just you women.
Fact.
Relationship. I was at her house helping her because she had hurt herself. She controlled. She don't want me to enjoy my life.
Okay.
She gives me the option either to be with her or this. So I left her. I wasn't going to deal with that. It's been almost 2 years. I just left my last relationship. I was at her house helping her because she had hurt herself. I was helping her take care of the baby. I cleaned up her whole house, etc. She tried making some moves on me. I turned her down. Like I can't touch her anymore. Ever since we split up, my mother passed away. She was supposed to be at the funeral. She decided she wasn't gonna go. Then every time I talked to her after that, you're unstable.
So your mama died, and she decided she didn't want to go. I thought that was a significant point. What that meant was, dude, you weren't as important as you thought you were. You weren't that important, my man.
You're not that guy.
Man, I can't wait till my soundboard come, man. I can't wait. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that.
You're not that guy, fam.
I don't know if you should see. Ever since we split up, my mother passed away. She was supposed to be at the funeral. She decided she wasn't gonna go. Then every time I talked to her after that, you're unstable. I don't know if you should see.
Every time I talk to her after that, why is you still conversing with
He
this
be
girl
annoying me.
that
Like,
did not
look
go
at
to
my
your
face.
mom's
Chat,
funeral?
look at my face while he's saying this simp stuff.
Yeah, but you know,
Just helping her
he's
because
already hooked to that programming too. You know what I mean? Again, you know, a lot of guys they keep communication because a lot. Don't get it twisted. A lot of females they use, "I'm gonna put you on child support to keep you as their slave," right? Not every female just run and throw the man on child support.
I
They
know that.
do that. They do that when he decide to really man up. As long as he played dumb and beta like this, he's not playing it, but he really is. But
That's why
as,
I think. Listen, I think he's as blue as that.
that
That
shit in the
shit.
background, right? That's a
I
fact,
think
though.
that's why he got the blue in the bike. I think
I,
he's blue pill, man. That's why
I,
I keep saying you is
I. But
calling.
check it. So check it. So if he took anything from this conversation, the minute he start to try to red pill up, that's when she'll throw him on child support because she knows she have lost all mental control, and that's when he'll become a better version of himself. Because right now, that's how they do. They to keep tabs and you keep track of you, they don't put you on child support. They threaten you with the child support to have you being an okey doke and have your story sounding like this nigga here. Because why are
Nah,
you still communicating with her? Because you
hopefully,
have the child. You know what I mean? And you have the child and you don't have no visitation, you don't have no paperwork. Because once you get child support, yeah, you be tight. But after 2 weeks, you be good because you ain't got to talk to her.
no. Let's
You ain't
continue
walking
though.
on
Let's continue
eggshells.
though. Let's
What you can
continue though.
do?
Let's continue though. Let's continue. I want you to hear this out.
All right, you know what I mean?
You- like you calling it out perfect.
Game tight, bro.
Like you
I
literally
did not see this shit, son.
this nigga ain't see the shit at all. He calling everything. God damn.
with
I've
that.
been in the game
Been
for
almost two
years.
years. I just left my last relationship. I was at her house helping her because she had hurt herself, helping her take care of the baby. I cleaned up her whole house, etc. She tried making some moves on me. I turned her down. Like I can't touch her anymore. Ever since we split up, my mother passed away. She was supposed to be at the funeral. She decided she wasn't gonna go. Then every time I talked to her after that, you're unstable. I don't know if you should see the baby. Your mom just died. I don't know where your head's at. So she used that to hurt me. Use that to hurt.
Y'all seen she weaponizing the children, something I speak on my channel a lot. Weaponize the children against the men that they don't want to actually take the long run with. I need y'all to understand this, man. And good bread calling it out beautifully. Don't think just because you fucking the bitch, just because you got a child with this Lilith, with this Jezebel, don't think that this bitch ain't gonna play you. Don't think that. I need y'all to hear this out real quick. Let me let it say. I know Good Bread about to say something. Let me let it segue real quick, Good Bread. We ain't even get to the butter yet. We ain't even get to the butter yet.
Let's get it.
Go. Then every time I talked to her after that, you're unstable. I don't know if you should see the baby. Your mom just died. I don't know where your head's at. So she used that to hurt me. Use that to hurt me.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And that's a low blow. I'm gonna call
And
that
I've
a
had
low
my
blow.
10-year-old
You know what I'm saying?
this whole time. My 10-year-old, he lives with me. He's in the other room right now. I'm about to go make him breakfast. It's Saturday morning.
It's usually like that. It's usually they want to be like they want mommy and daddy, but it's almost like mommy wants to control the whole dynamic, and she puts herself before the whole family. Not to say that she's not a good mom, like you were saying, but
Yeah.
being a mom doesn't come first place. It's almost like it comes second place. What's first place
Yep.
is how she feels. So then that causes discrepancies like what you're going through now. You got to fight for custody just to take care of your
Yep.
child, even though she knows you're a great father. I mean, I'm pretty
And
sure,
I
like
don't
you,
make a
like the
dollar
way
in
you're
support.
talking, you sound like you got your shit together. You know, you know,
I'm
you
serious, bro. I don't even
right,
owe a dollar in child support. I pay every single week. Every single week. I just started my first company.
and you're on
I'm
child
planning on
support.
working.
Look at that.
See? So now he's all right. Time out.
You know
Time
what
out.
I'm saying?
So
Go ahead,
now,
Brett.
so now, I assumed and I gave him the benefit of the doubt. You see how I am. Men are awesome. I'm gonna always give my brother the benefit of the doubt. Now he have no reason to have to talk to this woman. She ain't threatening you with the child support. She already tipped her hand. She don't know. That's how you know she don't know what she doing with the manipulation game. Cause and I mean he didn't alpha up that unless she took one of those, he left her, or he did say he cheated. So that's what it was. When he first cheated on her, she threw him on child support. You know what I mean? Now you ain't got no need to fuck with the bitch no more at all. You don't need to call her nothing. You on child support. You get your visitation. She can't stop you from seeing your child. You know what I mean? So you wanna. He's blue pill and he wanna play this foolish game, yo. He wanna play this. Oh, my dad left me, so I gotta stay around and I gotta take the disrespect. No, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir. You better be like Abraham and climb on up that hill and sacrifice that baby. What's wrong with you? It's your peace over everything. He ain't at peace. Look at his face. Look at his face. You
Yeah.
you you, you ain't
I
even
don't
no
even think
good
he
to your
smiled one
child.
time in his whole interview. I don't even think
Right.
he smiled.
You ain't no good to your child sitting around there. You know how many little ones I speak to, guys? Because I talk to the little ones. Like, the little ones find me funny. They find me really funny. And I ain't even really funny. I just be telling the truth. But the youngins, they find me funny, the teenagers. And I talk to a lot of them, yo. And they tell me that shit, bro. They tell me that they wish their father left. They wish their father didn't stay. They would have had more respect for their father if he did not stay and take the disrespect that their moms gave them.
Mhm.
This is what they tell you. And I mean, you don't ask the hell of a mothers nothing. Don't ever argue with them because they're gonna lie and eat crab legs all the time. You gotta ask these kids, yo. That's why we be in the class going to the streets and questioning the prostitutes and interviewing the prostitutes because they tell the truth.
They're gonna give you the blood raw.
Facts. And a blue pill man gonna give you the blood raw too.
Yeah, exactly. I like how you put that, good bro. I like how you put that.
You know,
I'm
you
serious, bro. I don't even
right.
owe $1 in child support. I pay every single week. Every single week. I just started my first company.
And you're on
I'm
child
planning on.
support. Look at that. All right. I think I do you think the problem would be that all right, I have to do it this way because I don't want anybody to say I'm unfair. Would
Okay.
you say that she's not submissive, or would you say that you you had issues in the situation? Because like I'm just trying to be fair. I don't want anybody to come at anybody.
Well,
Because the thing is, like that, like I'm all I see is a father that's trying to be in somebody's life or whatever. So what would you say the disconnect is? I don't even want to hear from her part.
I
Where did
I
the
just
disconnect come? Yeah.
me with her is she's scared that I'm gonna take her son because her other kid's father took her daughter for 2 years. Took her and put
Whoa.
Oh,
her.
All right. So the other nigga smart. That other nigga smarter than you,
Good.
boy. Yo, boy, yo. You not seeing the
Look at his
patterns, son?
language. Her son, her daughter.
Her son. Yeah, that's how they taught though. And then they always wonder, does the father don't stick around? You don't make the father feel like it's his property. You don't ever make the father feel like it's their property, and then you wonder why the niggas just have no problem walking off. I'd walk the fuck off too. This shit
I'm gonna
never belonged to me.
let me run it back, good bro. I need you to hear him. He said it out his mouth. I ain't say I didn't make it up. I didn't make this shit up.
Incredible.
I didn't make this shit up, y'all.
what would you say the disconnect is? I don't even want to hear from her part. Where did
I
the
just
disconnect come? Yeah.
me with her is she's scared that I'm gonna take her son because her other kid's father took her daughter for 2 years. Took her daughter up to New
Oh,
Hampshire.
snap.
He took her up for a visit. Went to court, snatched the rights to her daughter, and her daughter lived up in New Hampshire for 2 years. So she wants to keep everything under
So,
control.
oh, so
What you get out of that, good bro?
Shorty is toxic, yo. A nigga smart. Nigga knew what time it was, bro. Yo, Shorty a topless dancer, B. Cause yo, she had to, and for him to get custody, you know how hard it is to get custody of your kid as a man.
Exactly.
She she was doing some. Shorty is unhealthy, unfit, and she got this nigga seed and she dangling him, bro. She just sitting there collecting checks, bro.
Thank you.
She's collecting checks, bro. She ain't raising kids, bro. This type of mother cannot possibly be raising kids, bro. And by the time she look back and get started and want to be a mother, it's gonna be too late. Honestly, these mothers shouldn't even have custody of these kids past 8 years old. Know what I mean? After 8, it should be a done deal for them, bro. Know what I mean? It should go to the dad. Put some more responsibility in the dad hands, and let's see these numbers change.
Me with her is she's scared that I'm gonna take her son because her other kid's father took her daughter for 2 years. Took her daughter up to New
Oh,
Hampshire.
snap.
He took her up for a visit. Went to court, snatched the rights to her daughter, and her daughter lived up in New Hampshire for 2 years. So she wants to keep everything under
So,
control.
oh,
She knows that it's not.
so her ex did what she's doing to you right now.
Oh yeah, karma.
Okay, then.
No, there ain't no karma for you. That ain't no good karma for you, sir. That ain't no good karma for you.
So her ex did what she's doing to you right now.
Oh yeah, karma.
Okay, then.
And
All
that
right.
happened
So
during the process. So I seen my son Lester in that point because every time she was angry with him, bam.
you know how that goes. They weaponize the children because they know
Oh yeah.
that's the best
She
way they
has
can
me
get to
at
you.
like
Right.
if you're in my life hanging out, she'll call me on video call so I could talk to the baby and shit. And I'll be on the phone and she'll be like, I'm so stressed out. I'm a single mother. I can't do this. I'm like, yo, just come drop him off. You can drop him off for a couple of weeks. You don't have to tell me when you're gonna come pick him up. Oh, nah, I got it. It's just this and that. So she calls me to bitch about a problem, but won't drop me off the baby so I can help her with the problem.
Which
I've
is,
been off for
I'm
3 weeks
telling you,
with her.
they
We've been
weaponize
this
the
whole
children.
night.
These bitches is
It's
disturbed.
almost like when
These bitches is disturbed, and it's clear as it goes to that talking point that we say now. Like, yo, if you struggling so much, then give the father the child.
Y'all see why we talk about this, right? Y'all see why Mr. Goodbread break down what the fuck he break down? Y'all see why Let's Talk TV brings the content he brings? It's because it's truth. This is a random man telling y'all what he's going through, and we say this time in and time out. I'm gonna run it back for y'all just in case y'all didn't hear what the fuck he just said.
And I want y'all to
From
know too. I want y'all to also notice that this is not a black man. So he's obviously
Okay.
talking about a Spanish woman, a Latin woman, guys. Keep in
Hmm.
mind. You know what I mean? Evil don't have no specific crayon color with evil. You know what I mean? It's in all of them crayons.
Hmm.
talk to the baby and shit. And I
wep-
was him, bam.
you know how that goes. They weaponize the children because they know
Oh yeah.
that's the best
She
way they
has
can
me
get to
at
you.
like
Right.
if you're in my life hanging out, she'll call me on video call so I could talk to the baby and shit. And I'll be on the phone and she'll be like, I'm so stressed out. I'm a single mother. I can't do this. I'm like, yo, just come drop him off. You can drop him off for a couple of weeks. You don't have to tell me when you're gonna come pick him up. Oh, nah, I got it. It's just this and that. So she calls me to bitch about a problem, but won't drop me off the baby so I can help her with the problem.
Which
I've
is,
been off for
I'm
3 weeks
telling
with
you,
her.
they
We've been
weaponize
this
the
whole
children.
night.
Like for it's almost like when let's say somebody baby mom says, "Hey, can you get this for me?" Right? And they're like, "Yo, no, I can't do this for you." All right, you're not gonna see your kids this week if you can't help me. They use the
Yeah.
child to weaponize because they understand that low blow point of weakness that a man, even in his strength, he has to say, "You know what? I'm gonna submit for the sake of my child." That's the
And I need ladies to understand that, like, you don't have some type of strength because you're able to put a man on child support, or you're able to use government daddy on him, and you think just because he's this competent man or whatever the case may be, just like all these men, high value, whatever the case may be, they are having to pay child support, or they are having to visit their child, and they have to cooperate with you due to the government. I don't want y'all to get this false sense of empowerment. You still need a man. You still need government daddy to give you that power, which is what he's going through. Even the beta male simp goes through that.
Yo, what's sad about it is no matter what you are, alpha, beta, sigma, don't matter. As a man, we are designed to sacrifice ourselves, and this is what he's doing. Look what he's doing. He's
Mm-hmm.
sacrificing himself for his family, while women will sacrifice their family for their feelings. Point blank, period.
100%.
And it
And
shows on his content. It shows.
100%. And you can read from him that, you know what, let's continue. Let's continue. Because we're going to break him down. We're going to break almost done with him. We got like 4 more minutes, but we're going to get him. We're going to get him.
Low blow, that low blow point of weakness that a man, even in his strength, he has to say, you know what, I'm going to submit for the sake of my child. That's their only strength.
I've had to submit a few times, like birthday times, Christmas times, extra times like that. I have to fork up extra money, even though I pay my fucking child support.
Let me ask you this.
Wait a minute.
When
Wait
you,
a minute. Wait a minute.
It
This
gets
is my
worse
specialty.
every time.
This is my specialty right here. This is my specialty right here, yo. Yo, she better go to Walmart. He better send her ass to Walmart
No
ASAP,
cap.
B. Fuck
No
is he
cap.
doing?
You better get them receipts on deck, man.
Yo,
Come on, man. What you mean by that, good bread? Break it down. Talk to us,
you
man.
gotta go to Walmart. You gotta go to Walmart because I'm already paying my fees. I'm already paying. I'm providing. When we have a kid, right? As a father, we are responsible for 2 types of provisions to our child, right? We got to provide the emotional and we got to provide monetary, right? So I'll provide monetary through child support, all right? And emotional is when I get my child. So now which one is you want? Which one is you going to play with? Because normally they take the money and then they play with the emotions of the child and me. So how the fuck am I going to give you money twice? And you playing with my emotion. You're
Makes
not
sense.
giving me nothing. Nah, that's simple.
That makes sense. And then on top of that, we just did a live yesterday where these bitches talking about you got to pay for their emotional. What was it?
What the
Emotional.
fuck?
And then you got to pay for their time, but we the ones giving them our time. Like we giving you our time, our money, and all that shit.
That's
Let's run this.
crazy though. Yeah.
yo, no, I can't do this for you. All right, you're not going to see your kids this week if you can't help me. They use the child to weaponize because they understand that low blow point of weakness that a man, even in his strength, he has to say, you know what, I'm going to submit for the sake of my child. That's their only strength.
I've had to submit a few times, like birthday times, Christmas times, extra times like that. I have to fork up extra money, even though I pay my fucking child support.
You
Let
ain't
me
have
ask
to
you
do
this.
nothing. You ain't
Mind
have to
you,
do
mind you,
nothing.
he was paying every week, good bread.
Yo,
Every
listen.
week.
And that's the punishment you're gonna do when you submit to the woman before you submit to God. You see, people don't believe in God. They go back to our verses that we read. A lot of people running around here all fucked up, misguided, misinformed.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, he's one of them. A blue pill man is one of them. A blue pill man has never read Proverbs 7. You know what I mean? That's the official red pill chapter right there. That's the official red pill verse scripture. You know what I mean? That's God's, our Father's warning from the adulteress and the wayward word woman. For those of you that didn't know, it's almost time for us to update and redo that video right there, bro.
Mm-hmm. And it goes back to what good bread always says. Who can find the virtuous woman? Not just only he who finds, but who can find. And some of y'all most of y'all is not that who.
Mm-mm.
Look at what y'all doing. Look at what y'all doing, man.
Yeah.
A few times, like birthday times, Christmas times, extra times like that. I have to fork up extra money, even though I pay my fucking child support.
Let me ask you this. When you got with her, did she have a child already?
And yeah, she didn't act like that. She was dropping her daughter off to her kid's father every weekend with no problem. He was 13 racks behind in child support, over 13 grand, and she was still
Wow.
dropping her daughter off, making sure
This
she
is a
would see that
business. This is a
motherfucker.
business right
When did
here.
Her kids.
It's a business, okay?
Yeah,
She's
she
a
didn't act
business
like
chick.
that. She was dropping her daughter off to her kid's father every weekend with no problem. He was 13 racks behind in child support, over 13 grand, and she was still dropping her daughter off, making sure she would see that motherfucker.
And I want you to elaborate, good bread. But look what he said. He was 13,000 behind. How did you know that, sir? She was telling you that. She was venting to you. I can tell this blue pill dude he put himself in his trap.
We do it to ourselves all of the
He
time.
put
That's the
himself in his
blueprint.
trap. We ain't gonna we not we, did I bash the modern woman one time today, ladies? Put a one in the chat if I'm bashing modern woman right now. Put a one in the chat if I'm bashing any modern woman today.
Ain't gonna be no ones. Sorry, man. Ain't gonna be no ones though. Ain't no bashing. This is a fact, bro. This fact. They do it to themselves all the time.
He put himself through that.
But this is the shit. Like they get mad and triggered when I say things like slavery is a choice. Did this man not choose slavery when we know there's many forms of slavery? And he put himself in slavery. Look, listen to him. He chose
Listen to
slavery.
him, man. Listen to him. Let's run it back a little bit.
I have to fork up extra money even though I pay my fucking child support.
Let me ask you this: when you got with her, did she have a child already?
And yeah, she didn't act like that. She was dropping her daughter off to her kid's father every.
Yeah, she didn't act like that.
He don't even know what to say.
Let's listen to this. I ain't gonna lie to you. At this point, he sounded like a clown. Let's listen to him.
Even though I pay my fucking child support.
Let me ask you this: when you got with her, did she have a child already?
And yeah, she didn't act like that. She was dropping her daughter off to her kid's father every weekend with no problem. He was 13 racks behind in child.
She was dropping her daughter off to her kid's father every weekend. Like Goodbread said, he did it right. Or maybe he was that Pookie or whoever that derogatory dude was. Who knows, man? But he did something to make sure that he gets access to his children.
He did it right. He did it right. You said it right the first time, okay? And she
Right?
had to make that court order because he's
Right?
on child support. So he did it right. He ain't want had nothing to do with the bitch. He 13 racks in the hole. She had to bring that kid to him to make the visitation. And this nigga, he signed up to be a step daddy. That's what he did. And
Yes,
this is your
sir.
payment. This
We
your
just broke him
gift.
down, guys.
Yep, this is your gift for being a step daddy, bro. This is your gift.
We just broke him down, guys. Blue pill beta right here.
Let me ask you this: when you got with her, did she have a child already?
And yeah, she didn't act like that. She was dropping her daughter off to her kid's father every weekend with no problem. He was 13 racks behind in child support, over 13 grand, and she was still dropping her daughter off, making sure she would see that motherfucker.
When did
So
she
I thought
start
she
acting
was
like
like,
that, brother? When did she start acting crazy then?
after she got pregnant, like I
There we
said, her
go.
hormones switched on her, and she thought
Bingo.
she had me. She thought she owned me.
Did I not call? One more
Yeah.
time. One more
This
time.
was
Still dropping
easy.
her daughter
This
off,
was a
making
good
sure
one.
she would see that motherfucker.
When did
So
she
I
start
thought she
acting
was
like
like,
that, brother? When did she start acting crazy then?
after she got pregnant, like I
There we
said, her
go.
hormones switched on her, and she thought
Bingo.
she had me.
And
She thought
she
she
gonna say her
owned me.
hormones, nigga.
Bingo.
I ain't no hormones, nigga. Her female nature
Bingo.
said I got him.
Because when we was just fucking
Got
around for that
him.
year or so before she got pregnant, it was cool. Like she was the sweetest girl. Like every time she seen me, she loved me, this and that. She come help me take care of my 10-year-old son. Like we go to the park because my son and her daughter are the same age. Everything was cool. It was kosher. Like she played me. She fucking sugar dicked me. She gave it to me all sweet and then she took it deep.
Go ahead, good bread. Go ahead.
I mean, he said it.
Go
He
ahead.
said it. I'll leave it with he said it. He said it. No, he said it. As long as he know. As long as he know. As long as he know. You know
No,
what I mean?
long as y'all good bread is no.
I ain't here right. I ain't here to beat I ain't here to beat the brother down. He said it. He accountable. See, and you see how niggas yo, but these fucking bitches, man.
You
These
can't
women.
make it up, guy. Live interview.
loved me, this and that. She could help me take care of my 10-year-old son. Like, we go apart because my son and her daughter are the same age. Everything was cool. It was kosher. Like, she played me. She fucking sugar dicked me. She gave it to me all sweet, and then she took it deep.
And look where you're at now.
And
I'm
no, I'm
not
in a
saying
predicament.
I'm not saying that you're at a low state. What I'm saying is now you're on child support, and now she's weaponizing the child against you. You got a business. You don't owe any child support. You're actually an upgrade from her last baby daddy, yet you don't deserve that due respect. Like I said, bingo. We get it. We get it. She
And she's
doesn't
an
get
upgrade from my last
women
girlfriend.
don't get women don't get better than their baby daddies. So I'm gonna say it one more time. They don't get better than their baby daddies, meaning they can't do better, and even if they find better, they mess it up. I'm not saying all, so I don't want y'all ladies to get offended. But again, you don't even owe
I
one
understand.
penny in child support, yet look how you get treated.
Oh, I know. That's why I need it in writing. We go to court this month for mediation one more time. If the mediation doesn't work, we finally get a court date to see the judge where the judge can step in and make sure shit can happen.
That was just a significant point. Good Brett, I need to ask you this question. What did he mean by that? He said they gotta go to court for mediation, and if it doesn't go through, then he gets an opportunity to get some type of custody. What is that? What is mediation?
I don't know what he's talking about, honestly. You know what I mean? He can go to court right now, tomorrow, and file for joint custody. You know what I mean? And they'll give him joint custody, and along with joint custody, you can go get visitation rights, so that you don't have to deal with her. You already pay child support. That's how you do that now. I don't know what he's talking about um mediation, unless he's talking about you know what I mean, you don't have to necessarily see a judge. They give you a magistrator, you know what I mean? They give you something that's like a judge, but it's still in family court. Still gotta go to the courts.
Okay, okay, okay. All right. Let's
I
continue.
don't, but like again, like these blue pill niggas, a lot of women write up a plan for them and they're signing. Like look how many niggas is married that have a female written prenup. Like these dumb niggas is stupid. Like cause you got a you know what I mean? Cause you got a prenup that she wrote, don't mean you're protected, you dummy.
So this
You're
is the
taking the
last
right
mediation
steps.
period. We've done 6 mediation periods. It's fucking annoying. Every single time she switches it up, she changes what the fuck.
From what I'm understanding, a mediation is basically an agreement that you and the woman that are disagreeing comes together and agree upon. It don't even have to be a woman. It could be you and a different business partner or whatever the case may be. But if you guys are having disagreements, then you go to court and try to figure out a common ground.
See, he playing her game. He's playing her game. Then why you need to do all of that, bro? Okay? You gotta understand. Once you're paying child support, you do not have to deal with this bitch no more. You don't have to go to no mediator and have a female. 9 times out of 10 is gonna be a female.
Mm-hmm.
Just like when you go to marriage counseling, they're all females. So what the fuck is that? Like, you know what I mean? They're just gonna take your money and say that it's you're the problem and have you thinking you're the problem. No. Go straight to get visitation rights. Go get visitation. Go back to family court and go get your visitation rights. You
Right.
pay child support. Once you pay child support, they cannot deny you, bro. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Unless you smoking crack or got drugs in your system, don't go if you got drugs in your system because you're gonna prolong the process. Make sure you got a clean system, you know what I mean? And you go get visitation rights. They cannot deny you, you know what I mean? She gonna throw all this bullshit in front of you, but you pass it. That's the fight that God needs to see you go through to know that, all right, well, you know what I mean? Boom. And you're gonna come out good in the end, guys. There's no other feeling. and your kids see you while you fighting this. You know what I mean? Your kids see that, so your kid gonna know like, oh, all right, no, you know what I mean? The battle look like it's a war. You lose a battle and to get discouraged and shit as a dad, but no, you can't. You gotta always think the war. It's a war. It's a long war. It's a sheesh, man. Win the war. Worry about winning the war.
That's some good advice, man. I know who to call when I need some advice on fatherhood. I know exactly who to call, man.
Facts.
Court date to see the judge, where the judge can step in and make sure shit can happen. So this
You're
is the
taking the
last
right
mediation
steps.
period. We've done 6 mediation periods. It's fucking annoying. Every single time she switches it up, she changes
See,
what the fuck she says.
6 mediation periods, and she keeps switching it up. Good
and
blood.
it's annoying to him. It's annoying to him, which means they're not. It's not going his way ever because he's always wrong when he's talking. When he, you know, what I mean? He's always looked at as the wrong person, and that's how these shits work. So he needs to stop playing. And how? Why would you go to 6? If I'm gonna be a dummy, I'm gonna be a dummy twice. By the third time, yo, it's over, b. Fuck out of here.
Mr. Goodbread in the fucking building, man.
This nigga said
Mediation period.
6.
We've done 6 mediation periods. It's fucking annoying. Every single time she switches it up, she changes what the fuck she says, and it's so
Weaponizing the
fucking
child, like
tiring.
I said, weaponizing, like I said.
But soon, like I said, soon enough, it's gonna be on paperwork, and then we'll switch roles if she does this. That's how his mother was, my oldest me. She kept fucking playing with me, kept playing with me, so I brought her to court. I'm a good father regardless. I'm gonna take care of my kid.
Exactly, and she knows
I've
that.
always done that. Like,
One thing I want you to
when
know is
I
this,
first had
right?
my son,
Not to cut you off, but prepare for the worst. As far as like, because when you get custody and all that, she's gonna do her best to still fight and battle you. You
And,
understand what I'm saying? So
can I say
prepare for the
something?
worst. You're doing the right thing. Believe
Can
it
I
or
say
not,
something? Yo, can I say something, fellas? We gotta get out of this stupid shit that the women be in, yo. Brother, let me keep it all the way a buck with you, sir. You're a good man. You're an honest citizen. But you's a sucky father. You suck as a dad, bro. All right?
Talk shit.
You suck as a dad, bro. You know what I mean? What make you a dad, bro? Because you simp after this woman? Because you buy your kids extra shit that she tell you to buy, your kid probably don't even want? What makes you a good dad, bro? You better go get your visitation rights. If you want to be a good dad, then you're gonna go get your visitation rights so that you can see your child on your own will, your own merit, and you could release the handcuffs a little. You know what I mean? But until you do that, bro, you're a good guy. And good guys finish last.
Mm-hmm. Enough said.
understand what I'm saying? So prepare for the worst. You're doing the right thing. Believe it or not, I commend you. I applaud you. And you took the steps that men have to take in this lifetime, and you're a good example, man. A lot of men don't even get the chance to not owe child support, be competent, this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like you got it going. You got your child right there with you. You raising your child. If your child needs something to eat, you right there for your child. Like can't nobody tell you nothing. So I commend you on that. The battle doesn't end, and just keep fighting, man. You're doing your thing, dog. You're doing your thing.
I got 8 more years until he's an adult, my 10-year-old, and then I got 16 more years on the little one. I'm I'm ready. We're gonna get him into college. We're gonna get him into fucking futures. Like I said, that's why I'm planning on
He
starting
got two
five
kids.
businesses. I'm gonna give 3 to my children.
He got hold on,
I'm gonna sell.
let me see something right here. He got two kids. And the advice you told him wasn't bad advice. I mean, he's a good dude. Like again, I'll take nothing away from him. He got a job, he's providing, like he's a provider.
Right.
We gotta remember providers as dads, guys. Now the guys with kids, we it's the difference between raising your kid and providing for your kid. A lot of us only get the chance to provide for our kid. You know what I mean? The goal is to raise your kid, and it starts little steps at a time. So get your visitation rights. Visitation rights is a start because your kid look forward. you know what I mean, to that 1 or 2 days out of the week. Or if you only get them 2 times out of the month, your kid gonna look forward to that.
Hmm.
Those are gonna be the memories they remember. You know what I mean? So always remember that. And then that's where you raise your child. That's where you get to install the beliefs and you teach them about God and his Holy Spirit, and you get the confidence instill in him. All right, guys, and or her. I mean, for my guys that got the ladies, word.
It's a fact. It's a fact, man. And y'all understand where we coming from with it. We try to give y'all raw content so y'all can understand that we don't just do this for entertainment, but we do it for education as well. We want y'all to leave with that. We want y'all to understand that we do it for the people, and we are very serious about what we do. We're proactive, not reactive.
That's a fact,
We ain't
guys.
nothing like these pro blacks over here.
Nah, guys, and it's not secondhand information. Trust and believe. The information that we give on our channels is trial and tribulation.
Hmm.
I lived it. You know what I mean, guys? I'm 40 years old. I know I fit in with the young guys that's 27 and shit like that. They always think I'm 28 or something. But I've been on here for about a long time, about 40 years, but you know what I mean? What's that? Half a century almost, guys. So I know what I'm talking about. Plus, I do mad research. I read a lot. You know what I mean? And where I'm from, you know what I mean, that makes me a weirdo. That makes me different. That makes me acting white. You know what I mean? And I don't know what the fuck is that. I'm still waiting for a motherfucker to tell me what the fuck acting white is. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Man, we gonna keep waiting, and
Right.
if somebody want to talk to us about it, we could talk about it.
I wish I could
Uh,
trade acting white for the white people voice. I wish I had a white people voice. You know what I mean?
okay,
These
let's
niggas
talk
is
about it.
stupid, yo. I swear these color games and this crayon game shit gonna be the death of black folks, man.
Check it out, guys. You know it's Mr. Goodbread in the motherfucking building. The top VIP in the school, in the dean's office. It's your boy, Mr. OK. Let's talk TV, and the subject matter is: Are women driving good men away? Slash men need to go MGTOW, which is to say that men need to go their way. As y'all can see, the panel is open in case somebody wants to ask questions, not to only me, but to also Mr. Goodbread. I'm sorry. And also, if you have any questions or any thoughts on the show, go ahead and jump on. Go ahead and leave comments, whatever the case may be. But I do got some questions that I do want to ask Mr. Goodbread. I'm glad that I got you on. I'm glad that I got you on.
No doubt, bro. Let's get it, man. Salute to Brose and Broski. You ain't have to cancel the whole show, but you know what I mean? He a fan. He been a fan over here, so that's what it is, man.
Man,
Appreciate you.
shout out to that boy. Shout out to that boy. Check it out though. So are women? Let me ask you this again, Mr. Goodbread. Are women driving good men away? Yes or no? And explain why you have that answer.
Yeah, women are driving all men away because women were not taught how to work with us. Women were not taught how to work with us. They were taught how to extract resources from us so that they can go do their own thing. You know what I mean? We come up as little boys playing video games. That's something that have a point system. They have rules, they have check downs. Women, they grow up playing with dolls and playing with kitchen sets, easy bake ovens, and fantasy land shit, guys. You know what I mean? Shit that they control the narrative. So that shit is instilled in us. So we come up two different ways. Then when you get the fact that our mothers teach us how to, they teach us, oh, women, be soft to women, don't disrespect women, women is always right, you know what I mean? Don't hit back. Don't, you know what I mean? Be tough. And they raise them girls to be on some independent, take advantage, don't get taken advantage of, don't be vulnerable. All of the things that we need to come together as a black couple, black power couple. I mean, all of those things, they're taught the opposite. So now, when God created us, He created us men and women. We're not equal. You know what I mean? We're unique. That's what make us special. because we all have unique abilities that when we put together, you know what I mean, it's the yin and the yang. But unfortunately, our sisters, they're jealous of our yin. They have the yang, but they're jealous of our yin. So they think they can steal it from us and make their self yin and the yang a whole one. But it ain't working. And stay away from them. 80% of them guys, that's 8 out of 10 of these women, is they're gonna drive you crazy, which is gonna run you away from them. They're gonna run you away from your own skin, your own soul, bro. You know what I mean? So stay away from them. That's 8 out of 10 in any environment, bro.
Facts, 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 facts. Great spill. My next question is this: do nice guys finish last? Yes or no? And why do you get that answer out?
Yeah, nice guys finish last, man. Nice guys has always finished last. And because I never knew any celebrity, any any successful black man, white man, any color man, Asian. I never knew anyone that put their woman on a pedestal and kept her. Know what I mean, anybody that put their woman on a pedestal lost her. Know what I mean, including myself, guys. Know what I mean, the minute you put a woman on your pedestal, God is going, that your punishment is going to be the loser, because don't nothing go on your pedestal but yourself and God. God first, and the belief in yourself. Know what I mean? That's the only thing that belong on your pedestal. And you got to get females that understand that and is okay with that. Because when you have babies with this girl, she know ain't nothing going on her pedestal but her kids. She don't put the man on your pedestal. You shouldn't want to go on her pedestal, so she shouldn't want to go on your pedestal. You see how that work, guys? It's
Okay.
God first, man, then woman, then child.
Next question. I got this question, Mr. Goodbread. Can a nice guy be a good man? Yes or no? And answer the question, Courtney.
A nice guy is a good man. You know what I mean?
Okay, so hold on, wait. So a good man is like, so that would that mean that a good man is a nice guy?
Good man is a nice guy.
Break it down for us, man. I want to elaborate on that.
Good and real is two different things. You know what I mean? You could be good all you want to. A lot of people is good. You know what I mean? They're so good, they're busy good, being trying to be good and better than the next person that's good. You know what I mean? It's about being great. It's about making an impact. You see a lot of people, they like to compete. They have a compete mindset. But real ones know you don't come to the game to compete. You come to the game to dominate. You know what I mean? And it's just a mindset thing. But those that know, and the good guys gonna always finish last. They're gonna, because they too busy trying to be good and not be real, not be themselves. You know what I mean? And that's the moral of the story. You gotta be yourself. Be who God created. Always remain in your nature, your natural nature, bro.
Okay. All right, you hit me with that. You hit me with that. When good women say they want a good man, do you agree with that? Yes or no?
No, they want a dummy. They want a dummy. You know they want a dummy. These chicks want a dummy. They want a man that is incapable of making them grow, making them better. Because they don't want a man that's gonna hurt them. They all running around here picking a guy that's not gonna hurt them. And when I say hurt them, I mean their feelings. I mean physically, you know what I mean? That so they want a nigga that they can control. So they don't want a good man. They want a robot.
Okay. So that being said, should women today desire good men or real men? What is the most desirable thing that they should be looking for? And I'm not telling them what to do, but I'm just speaking on righteousness here. Should a woman look for a good man or a real man?
Women should be looking for a real man. You know what I mean? They should be looking for a real man, yo. Because a real man, he's gonna be always trying. You know what I mean? And it's nothing better than a trained man with a plan. You know what I mean? A trained man with a plan, he can lead you. He's a leader. You know what I mean? See, women they remove themselves from the nature. In the jungle, guys, how the females lion pick the lioness, the alpha male lion. It's not about all this shit that they looking for. Not about money. It's not about nothing. It's about strength. It's about dominance. They pick the male who dominate the environment, and then they go in order. There's no skipping the line. They don't just let the simp, the little beta male lion, hit it because he's paying them on the side. No, it doesn't work like that, and it's a natural order that God created. And if you fuck with it, then it's going to only give you bad results. You let the nature be the nature, it's going to do what it do. It's going to do what it do, because, I mean, he ain't make nothing imperfect.
Speaking of that, now we about to flip the coin and go to the men, because on the other side of the title is men need to go MGTOW, which is to say that men need to go their own way. Would you agree with that? Yes or no? Elaborate.
Absolutely, guys. Testimony now, guys. I was one of the most worldliest persons that you will be able to meet. And I mean, this is why I know a lot, like, about the black community. This is why I know a lot, because I was really ingrained into the simp culture, into what I talk about and what I teach you guys to stay away from. I was conformed. I was the world. Fuck, you know what I mean? They said don't not conform with the ways of the world. Shit, I was the world. But it wasn't until MGTOW that I became free. And once I went MGTOW, guys, and when I say went MGTOW, I kind of went semi-monk mode, where I left the bitches alone, I left the party scene alone, I left the music alone, I left all that shit alone, and really got to learn myself. Really got to learn myself. I erased all that shit, that brainwash, that the little bit of brainwash that was left. I always was anti-society. I always knew it was something wrong about what society was pushing. I mean, I knew that back in 1992. Like, you know what I mean? I knew it. I saw it. You know what I mean? But I wasn't, I wasn't, I wasn't blind to it, but I wasn't deep like how it is now. But word, shit,
Okay.
crazy, man. It's just real, man. It's just real. Okay, man. Hope
Of
I
course,
answered the
you know.
question.
No, you definitely answered the question, and they getting exclusive, not only anecdotal, but just real life, uh, explanations on what's really going on. That being said, I want to segue it into another question. The fact that I asked you earlier that women, right,
Mm-hmm.
should they look for real or good, and you agreed that fuck the being good and nice and all that. They should agree with looking for the real man. What should men look for? Should they look for good woman or real woman?
Mm. Great question. And likewise, the men should look for the real women. The real women are that rare, virtuous woman, guys. We see it all of the time. You just overlook them because we, like the women, we're addicted to the cycle. We're addicted to the drama. We're addicted to that dopamine hit of excitement. You know what I mean? And if we can't find the right movie that's on, you know what I mean? We gonna look for it in the female. And
No,
this comes from this.
but they good bread. They gonna tell you that the good woman displays those traits as well. So you should look for a good woman though.
Nah, you should look for a real woman. I mean, a good woman gonna display those traits, yes, but those traits is not gonna last. Why would you want a woman that's a chameleon? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, the paint gonna crack. Little by little, the paint start to crack with those modern women who's trying. That's Lilith. That's a Lilith right there. You know what I mean? And when I tell you that Lilith, it's just like it's like that all the time. When you don't got a female, don't nobody come around your garden, right? Don't nobody come around your garden. You good, you chilling. Soon as God creates you a Eve, somebody comes swinging around your garden in the form of a serpent, right? Like a female. Right now, all the females like you, and they try to
That's
they
true.
try to toss that apple into your
That's true.
garden,
For
right?
some reason, that's just 100% accurate.
Yes, sir.
I can't even lie about that.
That's how that shit work. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So these women, they need to pick real men. They got to pick real men. They got to pick real men that's going to tell them the truth about themselves. Because there's no freedom, there's no peace without the truth. I mean, and they worrying about money, but they missing steps to their happiness. I mean, money just buys peace. Peace buys happiness. But they ain't not, they don't want to hear that. They don't. They need niggas that's gonna tell them that.
That was a good segue. Money buys peace, peace buys happiness.
Hmm.
Good, Brett. Before we close out, I want you to give us a solution, at least one part of the solution on how you think we should reciprocate energies as men, as women, and elevate ourselves so that we can get the outcomes that we actually want.
It's gonna start, guys. It's two things we need to do. First, we need to really look up. We gotta look up. We gotta look up to God. We gotta always keep in mind that it is a creator. Like this shit, something wrong, something deeper than us. We gotta look within, guys. Always look within ourselves. Always be looking to change. Always be looking to take in new information. And then we gotta look out. We gotta look out. We gotta reach out to folks, bro. Don't be with this nigga mindset, bro. That people out to get you. You know what I mean? Network with people. Stop moving in silence, bro. You can't get no help. You can't get the tools that you need to win moving in silence. And two, guys, we gonna have to start really, really calling it out amongst us, those that's close to us, those that's next to us. We can't be lying. We can't continue to go with this lie. We gotta call it out, guys. Women are running with narratives. You know why? Because men, we quiet. We trained, and I'ma say that trained. We're trained to shut up and take it and can't snitch. If we snitch on this female, you know what I mean? Then we are we coochie or we pussy or something like that. Like no, guys. This is why they're controlling the narrative. This is why you got a girl who ain't never been in a relationship out here talking about man is bad, man is abusive. Like, bitch, if you don't go sit down, yo, when we got constantly story after story of women killing these babies, and if they don't kill the babies, they killing each other. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's
At
just
the red door.
crazy.
And we
We
ain't
just
making it
need
up, I promise
we
you.
need we need more of the truth. We need more of the truth. Salute to the boy, the Bell MVP. He was talking about it, and I'm stuck on it because it's the truth. We got to start calling out our family first because it always starts in the home. So we can't condone bad behavior in the home and then be calling it out over the internet. It's gonna start in the streets. I mean, we got to be truthful to self so that way when we see some fuck shit, we see some manipulative shit, we see some wicked shit, we can call it out. And if the person get mad, fuck it, cut them off, family
Right.
included, family included. But then you know now the lines is drawn. We need to really draw the lines because if you don't draw the lines, then you can inadvertently be perpetuating the bullshit.
It's a
But
fact.
then you say you red pill. You say that you pro man or whatever you say you is. But you gotta call out the people that's in your circle. You know what I
It's
mean?
a fact. And when you do that, not only do you shed your feathers, in the form of knowing who the hell is for you and not for you, but you remain confident in yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with standing your ground and making sure your surroundings is righteous, especially when you righteous. We read the verse earlier for y'all. That's why we segued it.
Facts. And
That's why.
and and ladies, again, this go for y'all too. Check your circle. Y'all see what's going on. Yo, you. It don't pay to hang around fake friends. It don't hang around to pay. It don't pay to hang around chicks that do not give a fuck about you and you seeing what's going on. So play dumb if you want to, ladies. Like you see what I mean? Like shit is universal. The information that we got is so real. Like we could play this gender game. We could play this gender war game if we want to, but we can call it right down the middle and remove all gray area.
Mhm.
The information is that real. It's that quality that it could work or either or. It's just gonna work more on the person that absorb it and the person that know how to apply science.
And guys, ladies and gentlemen, men and women, we are not bashing on this side, okay? But what I do want to say is this, man. since the 20s and since before that, we haven't called out all the things in what's detrimental in our community like we supposed to have been doing. So it's like almost a, when you got too much pressure on a pipe and it start busting, that's what's going on today. It's so much pressure right now with modern women and simps and simping forces, beta males, that we really gotta call it out. All right, we passed the age of information. Right now, we in the age of fucking intelligence, motherfucker. You supposed to know what's going on today.
That's a fact. And then you look at the churches. We just work for God. Like I said, God see that the churches is in ruin. So he got his soldiers hitting the street. He got his soldiers hitting the social media, mainstream media. Cause nowadays social media is where people go to get their information. So God got his soldiers here, man. We here and we fighting. We Jude 1-3. We defending the faith. And that's what it is, guys.
100. Man, that being said, good bread, man. This has been a very uh therapeutic show for me. I'm glad that I had you here, man. First off, y'all hit that like button, subscription, and notification bell. Follow me on Instagram at OKLETSTALKTV. I'm gonna let Mr. Goodbread close the show out, man.
Man, I just had a good time. I had fun, man. You kind of inspired me. I wasn't even gonna go live today. I still might not. I don't know, man. But you inspired the shit out of me to come over here and, check you at the dean office. I was over there cleaning out lockers and shit. To man, this nigga To, man. I'm about to ban him from the class. I be finding all kinds of shit in the desk over there for him. But word, man. It's been fun, man. It's been real, man. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to the
Facts.
fucking chat. We got the best chat on
Facts.
YouTube, man.
Shout out to the chat for real. Let me take shout out to CMTV. Shout out to the Bell. Shout out to the sis Jessica Moore. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to the Art of Will, of course. That's the bro XL Pro, the dean of the motherfucking dean office. Shout out to Professor in the motherfucking building. Shout out to I Refuse to Shoot and everybody else that joined the stream, man. I promise you guys, I promise you. You know what, man? I don't even like making promises. Forget that. It's word that we gonna continue to give you this heat, man. So y'all stay tuned, man. Appreciate y'all chat and stay tuned again.